Hello, everybody. We are live on a Saturday. As always, I
Hey there, it's always so.
I decided to be outside and just take in this vitamin D and share with y'all how blood flow is such a critical it's such a critical marker when it comes to the health of your male body and of course your erections. Um, so I'll give you guys time to come on in, and yeah, we'll get started. I hopefully you guys can hear me well. There's a bit of a background noise, but I think the mic clears that up. So let me know if you can't hear me or if you're having any trouble with that, and I'll figure out something else. But anyways, so yes, we are basically doing an introduction to blood flow. Blood flow is critical, as you guys know. Blood flow is critical to your male health. It might be like the first thing that you know when it comes to being a male of what's important to your body. But I don't know if we're very clear on what causes the issues of blood flow and how you can remedy them. So we're gonna start a whole new series on Tuesday, and it's gonna be like Blood Flow Tuesdays. We just finished a testosterone series, so there's 4 videos. I did 4 videos on testosterone. What are signs of low testosterone? When your testosterone levels start to decline, and also how you can boost it and keep it high for a lifetime. So, yeah, this is our new series about blood flow, and I wanted to start Saturday off with like a preview, like an intro to that, but also give you some information that you can take with you so that you can apply it to your yeah, to your week. Okay, so I'm looking at my notes on my phone. So the silent signs. There are silent signs. The thing about our bodies, men and women, there are always silent signs of issues. Okay, so you'll first the body starts to whisper, and then the body starts to scream, and it's usually when the body starts to scream that we are like, oh no, I have to go to the doctor, I have to do something, I need to take some medicine, I need to do whatever it is. We don't listen to the whispers. The whispers are your body's way of warning you, okay, let's turn this around. Okay, let's turn this train around so that we can build back up to balance so that we can continue to thrive and work how we need to work, right? So, silent signs of blood flow issues: cold hands and feet. Your extremities are what warn you of blood flow first, because it takes a lot for your body to push blood out, right? I mean, you're going from your heart pumping, your valves opening, your arteries. There's a huge artery, the biggest artery in your body. It pumps out blood to all of the other arteries, right? And so that whole system, that whole mechanism, that whole community circulation, right? The circulatory system, it does a lot of work. And the first signs will be, oh, why are my hands so cold? Or why are my feet so cold all the time? They didn't used to be like that, but now they are. What's going on, right? So make sure that you are, if those signs are happening, you have to be aware. You know, having any type of anemia is a sign of that poor circulation could be occurring. So make sure that you are tackling that and just staying aware, just stay aware of that being a sign, a silent sign. Also, having a loss of energy. If you feel that you're fatigued a bit more and you're not really stressed, because having adrenals, your adrenals being overly taxed, which is a gland on top of your kidney. It secretes hormones. And when your adrenals are overworked because they're just over trying to work over and abundant more abundantly more than they need to be working, then you have issues with your tired. You'll end up being tired. uh, but if you have if that's not a problem, and you know that's not a problem, that you're stressed, you're getting plenty of rest, you're meditating, you're taking your adaptogen herbs, all that good stuff, and you know that's not the issue, then it could be circulation, right? Because if you have low blood circulation, then your body just does not have energy. It does not have the nutrients that it needs to pass through, which could affect your erections, right? All of these things affect your erections. Oh, I forgot to mention, when it comes to cold hands and feet, like sometimes they'll tingle. Tingling is just not a good sign. You don't want tingling. You just want normal, warm, working hands and feet. So tingling is also a sign as well. Now, energy, as I said before, energy is an issue. Okay, having low energy can completely be a problem that throws you off when it comes to circulation. If you have poor circulation, also brain fog. Gosh, it's important for us to remember that blood needs to circulate throughout the brain. You also need fats for your blood, right? I mean, for your brain. Now, when you're not getting enough blood flow, then it might not be going to your brain. You won't be able to think as well. You won't be able to problem solve as well. Uh, Ginkgo is an herb that basically looks like the brain. It's so cool. It looks like the brain, right? And so it shows you basically basically the brain, since it looks like the brain, it reflects on what it supports, what it promotes. So ginkgo is excellent for building oxygen in the blood, which is excellent for the brain, which is also excellent for erections. Oxygenated blood is fueled with energy. It's fueled with life. Like if we didn't have oxygen, we wouldn't be alive. And when your blood needs that oxygen to thrive, you know? So, yes, flowing, blood flowing through your extremities, all the way to your hands and feet. So you don't need cold hands and feet. No tiredness. That's a sign as well. And also, brain fog, not being able to think as quick, not being able to think as well. Okay? So, also, if you are experiencing, like, let's say you cut your hand, I'm very clumsy. Sometimes I feel like cut my hand on something, or like while I'm cooking or something like that. And I typically heal pretty quickly, like it clots fast and then it heals. Now, I'm easy to scar, so that's another thing. But anyways, it's easy to heal. But if you've noticed that, okay, I kind of had this cut on my hand for a while. Like my grandmother, she was injured before, and she had a cut on her hand, and it took so long for it to heal. And I had just recently learned that circulation, of course, when you get older, it starts to slow down. You can even see a sign of it in your iris. If you have like a ring around the iris, like right around the iris, like can I show y'all? If y'all see my iris, right? There's if there are a ring that forms around it, it's called a scarf ring, and it's a sign of poor circulation. So make sure that okay, I'm just making sure I'm good, that you guys can hear me. Okay. So the cut on her hand, it just didn't heal as well, and I was like, man, I know this is her circulation. Now, when it comes to like elderly people, like my grandmother, she's 80. She's not gonna listen to me telling her to do certain things to help her circulation, but you can you can take things like that as a sign that your circulation is low, it's not moving as it should, and yeah, it's time to get that boosted so that you can heal well, so that you don't have cold hands and feet. so that you're not as tired, and you're not as tired. Oh yes, yes. Oh, and your brain can think like mine, like mine has to think, so that your brain is not as cloudy, foggy. You're able to problem solve. You're able to think quickly on your feet and do the things that you need to do. Okay, so make sure that you remember that the mind body penis connection is a real thing. When it comes to your mind, when it comes to your body, all of these things are connected. Your erections are directly connected to your brain. They're directly connected to your heart. They're directly connected to your blood vessels, to your blood. You want fresh, rich, oxygenated blood that is flowing. I just had some blood taken. I had to get some blood work done today, and I was literally looking at the blood. Now it's not my artery blood. It's of course when they take your blood, it's venous blood. But I still was like trying like checking it out, seeing if it came through fast, you know. And I don't know. I'm just very like particular about the health of my body and just making sure that I'm good and balanced. Especially the older I get, especially the more that I learn. So yeah, you want to pay attention to all of these little signs of of how you're doing. So, like for example, when I got my blood taken, it was right here. You can kind of see a little mark. You can kind of see a little mark. Well, it clotted very fast, and that's a good sign as well that everything is working as it should work. It healed very fast. So pay attention to even little things like that. That's a sign that could reflect back to the bedroom, that could reflect back to like erections, and could just reflect back to your overall health. People think that, oh, all of a sudden I got sick, or all of a sudden I had a heart attack, or all of a sudden I went into cardiac arrest or something. People think all of a sudden I have high blood pressure, or all of a sudden I have high cholesterol. No, your body's very smart. Your body will tell you. The issue is that we're just very disconnected from our bodies. We don't understand that there is a true connection to our bodies. We don't understand that when it comes to your sexual health, is directly connected to the food that you ate that day. You know, it's directly connected to the food that you eat every day. Your blood pressure is connected to that. You know, I just posted a short about surprising foods that affect your erections, and we have gotten kind of like in a craze, like a vegan craze, or a no meat craze, or just different crazes that kind of take away what we know about our bodies, um, and how we are connected. We're kind of just like so focused on not incorporating this that we don't incorporate that. So since we don't quite know what is good for our bodies, we don't know what we need, then we don't know how to eat. We don't know how to live. It's very important for you to know what you need so that you can build the stamina, build the blood flow, build the nutrients in your body that will allow you to thrive. Um, So foods that you might think are actually bad for you actually contain many vitamins that you can get fairly quickly, that you can assimilate very quickly, fairly quickly. Oh, excuse me, so that you can have that, so that you can have that healthy blood flow. Um, Blood flow is essential to assimilating nutrients. So if you are vitamin deficient or mineral deficient, it can all point back to your blood flow. Like for example, with the iron, um, in the blood flow having what it needs, if your blood cells that need iron, and you get that from surprising foods such as a grass-fed, grass-finished beef. You know, you get zinc from that. All of these things aid in your blood flow. Eggs, you know, they aid in all of these in your brain health. You know, because you don't want to have that brain fog. You know, so it's not just erections, but erections is kind of like the middle, or it's kind of like the sensor that points to all of the things that could be going on in your body. So if you have issues with your erections, then you have cold hands and feet, or if you have issues with your erections, and then you have um, heart issues, or brain fog. Let's keep it simple. Brain fog that you're like, wait, I didn't used to have this. Oh, it's because I'm getting old. No, it's because you're becoming unbalanced. Age is not the issue. The issue is the unbalance nature of your entire body. So I'm gonna in this here. This is more so an intro for our testosterone Tuesday. I'm so used to saying it now. To our blood flow Tuesdays that starts on Tuesday. I'm excited to have this series with you guys, and I'm just ready to continue to keep teaching you what I know and sharing the knowledge so that you can be empowered for a lifetime. Okay, bye, y'all.